In the aftermath, Laura Loomer got the video, and this is for educational purposes only. I'm not, if I accidentally show something that's graphic, YouTube, that's not on purpose. Thank you for covering that up, Laura Loomer. That's the one where you can see him in blackface. Here's this. I don't think there's anything graphic in this one. So this is Laura on the scene as it happened, right after it happened. She did a great kind of live on her phone.
Commissioner Shepard, good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to try and talk loud so you can all hear me. But at 1:30 this afternoon, right here in Collecton Park, which is directly opposite of a New York County Criminal Court at 100 Center Street, where the trial of former President Trump is currently taking place. We observe a male walk into the park. He walks into the center of the park. When he's in the park, he starts shuffling around his clothes. He opens up a book bag. From the book bag, he takes numerous pieces of papers, pamphlets out. He throws the pamphlets throughout the park, and then he pulls out a canister and pours some kind of liquid on himself, a liquid he believes is an accelerant, and he lights himself on fire. The male, he takes a couple of steps while he's on fire, and eventually falls onto a police barrier and falls down to the ground. He's on fire. Another area in the park where some of the accelerant spilled is also on fire. Civilians, court officers, members of the police department.
The sign there, it says, Trump is with Biden and they're about to fascist coup us. So he purported himself to be against both in kind of like a true anti-fascist way, basically. That's really what you would expect from the anti-fascists we see now. They tend to be, it seems like, regime soldiers. And he actually seemed to be in the middle where you kind of, well, not in the middle, but against both of them is where they really should be.
Police department, they run into the park. They make efforts to put him out. They use their coats. They use fire extinguishers. Eventually, FDNY responds. We're able to put the male, extinguish the fire. And from that point, we remove him to a Cornell burn unit where right now he's there in a critical condition.
Well, now we know he is no longer there in critical condition. It is over. Eric Smith says, great friend of the show, thanks for stopping by. I think the immolator, these are words I've never said in my life until the last few months. I don't know if I've ever said the word self-immolation before. The immolator is still alive. I don't think he is. Let me double check that. I hope he's not. I mean, just for his, from not hoping that he goes away, but that's a painful way to live if he's in pain. If he was in pain, that's not going to be good. He had such great hair. Bummer. See, Eric Smith has his eyes are on the important things. He's like, don't do self-immolation if you've got great hair. Think about that part of it. If there's nothing else, like hold on to that great hair at least. Everybody does it. I think I've shaved my head damn near since '96, believe it or not. And I had hair. Now my hair is receding. I could see where it's like lighter. I don't know if I could grow it out now. I don't even know. And a lot of it is because I'm just too cheap, man. Barbers, see how expensive it is to get a fade nowadays? I get my kids' fades. We dropping a bit on it now. I mean, I don't want to keep complaining about the prices, but the prices be going up high. But don't turn yourself into burnt toast. I actually, well, let me take that back. I mean, your terms are acceptable. You make your own decisions. Well, I won't make a decision for you, and not anybody in the channel. But if you're talking about someone who's a danger to society, political enemy, you make whatever decision you want to make. I'm not going to tell you what to do, good or bad, or I can't define good or bad for you. But I did burn a piece of toast earlier, and I was like, and I'm not even lying. I was like, rest in peace. I was thinking about that, bro, because that's pretty much what he looked like. It was bad, man. I saw the pictures. Laura Loomer did some good work on the ground and showed the close-up picture of his charred face. And my first thought on it was like, this guy did blackface the hard way. Like a lot of people, they just do the makeup, just, Trudeau and others, Jimmy Kimmel, they did the old school with the makeup and the face, and Howard Stern. But this dude went the hard way, and it was gnarly, man. It's not good. what happened. Max Azzarello, I think is how you pronounce it. He passed away. I did check that. Eric Smith, he did pass away. Let me get the source on that. Let me make sure I source that, make sure I'm right. But he passed away because it was just too much, man. When you get to burns like that, it's hard to come back from it, man. Your lungs are all messed up, and obviously the skin and dehydration is a problem. And there's all kinds of problems that come up when your body's burned that bad. It's really bad. So he obviously, if you don't know, he did this outside the court case. And I was at lunch. I was at lunch at work, and I was actually in my car, and then I actually left my lunch in the car accidentally. And so I was going to get the lunch, and then I'm always on that technology, addicted to technology. So I, pop up with my phone just to see what's going on. It's just like a reflex now. I don't even care what's on Twitter. It's just like a reflex.
Sick addiction to technology.
And then it was crazy because it was right when the news broke is when I popped open my phone. Usually I'm late, on this stuff. And I know I'm eating an enchilada now. I see it. I'm like, oh, shoot. And then I go and I'm going to eat my enchilada. And I'm watching him literally burn. And I'm like eating my enchilada. And I'm like, damn, I should have brought more sauce. Like, that can't be healthy. Like, I'm watching the video of the dude in flames, like a barbecue at, like a Haitian barbecue. He's literally like, it's almost like Salty Cracker, does the wee. It's almost like he was like, wee. I'm watching him in flames, and I'm thinking about the Scorpion fatality in Mortal Kombat, and I'm just like, this is wild. And then, I was completely unbothered. I had no emotion about it. I was like, damn, I needed more sauce. This is good. My wife made the enchiladas or homemade. And I'm like, damn, this is good. I should have bought more sauce. And that was all and then I was like, okay, what's going on? I didn't have any thoughts about it. I was like, man, I think I'm numb to this stuff. I seen a lion literally gnawing on a dude's leg like it was a chicken wing. And on X, just watching this stuff, it's like faces of death. And at this point, I'm like, it's just another one. I didn't even think about it. He was described as an independent researcher, who had grown increasingly disillusioned with what he perceived as a secretive kleptocracy ruling America, which is true. His distressing act was a culmination of deep-seated beliefs about governmental corruption and social justice. I'm going to go through a thread about him, but, at this point, we're still trying to unpack what's going on with what happened with bruh. He said, I still don't understand what got him so fired up and what led to his meltdown. Remember Hassan, the leftist dude? He was talking about how tough it is to do streaming and stuff, and I don't know if that dude was streaming, but he was obviously, really digging into the news and stuff like that, and I was like, he probably just got burnt out. Man, we were kind of disappointed to see that, man. You never want to see someone go up in flames like that.
I don't like the temperatures being too high right now. Man just set himself on fire in New York. I would like to find a way to lower the temperature.
Middle MAGA.